This video covers the theoretical overview of cash flow statement. Statement of changes in financial position. Like if you have to analyze or if you have to prepare a statement of changes in financial position, two main statements you are supposed to use here. These two statements are the important financial statements, balance sheet and the P&L account, profit and loss account and some information. So there are two bases by which you can prepare statement of changes in financial position. One is working capital basis, another one is cash basis. So when you prepare the statement of changes in financial position on the basis of working capital, then you are supposed to prepare funds flow statement. And when you have to prepare statement of changes in financial position on the basis of cash, then you are supposed to prepare cash flow statement. So let us discuss the meaning of cash flow statement. Cash flow statement. It is a statement which shows changes in cash between two time periods. So if you have been given 2 years financial statement, apart from that you have been given some additional information as well, then you can prepare cash flow statement on the basis of these two time period statements. So if you have been given 2 years financial statement, suppose one is the current year, another one is the previous year, cash flow statement will show you causes of changes in cash. So it is a statement which shows changes in cash with reasons as well. Cash flow statement is nowadays very commonly used in the analysis. Even analysts, financial analysts, they consider this as an important part of financial analysis of any company. Now, basic terms related to cash flow statement: cash, cash equivalents, and cash flow. Cash is known to be the most liquid asset. It includes coins, currency, etc. And cash equivalents are short-term assets that can be easily converted into cash, means these are also highly liquid assets. So like bank accounts, marketable securities, government bonds, etc. But government bonds should be short-term one. Then cash flows. Cash flows means changes in cash. Amount of cash or cash equivalents which company receives from any source is cash inflow. Amount of cash or cash equivalent which company gives or pay out is cash outflow. Then components of cash flow statement. There are three main components of cash flow statement: cash flow from operating activities, cash flow from investing activities, cash flow from financing activities. So cash flow statement is based on these three components. So when you prepare cash flow statement, you need to identify, you need to calculate these three components separately. Cash flow from operating activities. Operating activities are the principal or main activity of a business. It includes revenue producing activities of a business. So this cash flow from operating activities can be calculated either by using the direct method or by using the indirect method. Direct method, if you use in case of direct method, major heads related to cash inflows and cash outflows are to be considered, like cash receipts from customers, cash paid to suppliers and employees, cash generated from operations you will get, and then you have to deduct income tax paid. Then you have to adjust any extraordinary items, proceeds or payment for that extraordinary item. Then you can arrive at net cash flow from operating activities. Generally, indirect method is the approved method to be used for the calculation of cash flow from operating activities. It starts with the amount of net profit or net loss. Then it requires certain adjustments because P&L account is a statement that is based on accrual concept. So it includes some non-operating items as well, non-cash items as well. So it includes non-cash and non-operating expenses and non-cash and non-operating income as well. So what you need to do for the adjustment, you have to you have to add all non-cash, non-operating expenses that you have debited in P&L account, and you have to subtract all non-cash, non-operating expenses that you have credited in P&L account for this adjustment. For example, depreciation, goodwill, these are some non-cash items. Depreciation, goodwill written off, these are the non-cash items. And then like profit on sale of fixed assets, loss on sale of fixed asset, interest paid, these are the non-operating items. So you have to make adjustments accordingly. Once you adjust all these things, then you'll get before cash flow from operating activities before working capital changes. After that, you need to adjust working capital because working capital changes also affect cash used in the business. So, for working capital changes, add increase in current liabilities, decrease in current assets, and subtract increase in current assets and decrease in current liabilities. If you just analyze these changes in working capital, you will find when there is a cash inflow, then you are adding. When there is a cash outflow, then you are subtracting. So in this just one point you need to remember that in the current assets, cash and cash equivalents are not included because at the end we will add that cash and cash equivalent opening balance, and then we will get the closing balance. So here in this current assets, cash and cash equivalent term is excluded from this account. So once you do all these working capital changes, then you will get cash flow from operating activities before tax. Then you have to deduct taxation from this, tax paid during the year. After that, you will get cash flow from operating activities. Then comes cash flow from investing activities. It includes acquisition, means purchase or procurement of or disposal of any long-term asset and other investments. Long-term assets and investments, if you purchase, you have to you have to deduct from investing activities. If you sell, if you sell out any fixed asset, any long-term investment, then you receive cash in return. So that is why you have to add in this cash flow generated from the investing activities. So it includes the purchase and sale of long-term assets or long-term investments. Then comes cash flow from financing activities. It includes changes in size and composition of owner's capital and borrowings of enterprise. So for example, issue of shares. If company has issued share, it will increase the cash balance in the company. You'll add on this. Then issue of debentures, it will also raise funds in the business, raise cash in the business. So you will add raising of loan. Again, company is receiving amount or cash, maybe in the bank balance, maybe the cash equivalent amount will raise because of this raising of loan. So you will add redemption of shares or redemption of debenture. It will decrease the cash balance, and these are the part of financing activities, so you have to include in the cash flow from financing activities. So once you calculate all these three components, after that you have to add opening balance of cash and cash equivalent in that net amount of cash, and then you have to compare it with the closing balance of cash or cash equivalent. It should match, otherwise you have committed some mistake in the question. So requirements of cash flow statement. Three main requirements are there. You need balance sheet. It should be the comparative balance sheet, 2 years balance sheet, profit and loss account, then additional information. for that particular year. In my next video, I will be discussing cash flow statement from the practical aspect. So thanks for watching.